Hello world, welcome back to the Razor RC, and we got another kit in the workshop, the brand new Schumacher Cougar LD3. LD3, this is a 1-ton scale 2-wheel drive off-road buggy, and super excited because it's been a long time since I put together a race kit. I think the last one I put together was maybe the Cat L1R, not exactly sure, but it's definitely been a long time. For sure, the best place to pick one of these up is at discountrcstore.com. We'll have a link in the description below. They carry pretty much everything from Schumacher, definitely have the widest selection, really fast shipping throughout the US. Great group of people as well. I've been working with them for years now, and everyone I know who has bought stuff from them, super happy with the experience. Website's even actually pretty good. So yeah, definitely if you want to pick up any Schumacher stuff, check out discountrcstore.com. They help support the channel and make things like this possible, so big shout out to them. Cougar LD3 does come in 3 variations, mod spec version. So for the most part, you know, obviously Schumacher is from the UK. A lot of their stuff is designed for carpet, astroturf, artificial surfaces. The mod spec is going to be the one you will want if you're running those kind of conditions. They also have a dirt spec. So for those of us here in the US, indoor clay, especially if you're running mod, you will want to get the dirt specs. It's got the ball differential, the layback transmission, a couple little changes, the wider front wheels up front, so really optimized for dirt conditions or indoor clay. And then the stock spec for people like me, especially if you're on carpet, stock spec, this is the one you want to get. Carbon fiber chassis, lightweight transmission. I think even the body is a little bit lightweight, so slipper eliminator, different changes, different modifications, primarily for those of you running 17.5, especially if you're running on carpet or astroturf. So yeah, we're going to take a look at this. It's been out for, I think, a few weeks now. Here's the lightweight body, as you can see. The green, you know, Lexan from J Concepts now is pretty much their lightweight body, so certainly the stock specs got the lightweight stuff. Here the wheels are included in the box, your typical dirt rear wheels, and then I believe these are low profile or thin, you know, like carpet front wheels. What else we got here in the box? So this is going to be all of your LD3. So it looks like the front components are going to be the revised side rails. Looks like spacers or inserts here for the front end. So the front end is adjustable for height and I believe even length as well. That's a change they made more recently. Stock spec does come with a carbon fiber motor plate, carbon transmission, so a lot of lightweight components there to save some weight. Looks like the C and D hinge pin braces. Not sure if there's any changes there. I don't believe so. Here's some wing nuts, buttons, things like that. Then we got the lightweight spur gear. Rear camber block, inserts for the differential to raise and lower them, shins to space out your differential stuff, more of the transmission internals. They did revise the idler gear, so it's like Teflon coated. Here's the ball bearings, aluminum idler gear, so lightweight there as well. Some of the axles, so ball bearings. I believe these are going to be the rear axles, not 100% sure. And then over here we've got what looks like just shock guards, front bumper, some of the last pieces. Here's the carbon fiber chassis. So there are a couple different chassis versions. The mod and the dirt come with a 2.5mm aluminum. The stock spec comes with the 2.5mm carbon fiber, obviously for lightweight trim, you know, racing. It is going to be also have a bit more flex than the aluminum version, so I think some people may even want to run aluminum on stock spec on carpet. Kind of depends where you are weight wise, how much traction you have, and how much, you know, traction you're going to need. But definitely the carbon one does tend to have more flex. So new wishbones or A-arms as they call it, so they have been modified. Also the caster blocks are all new, different geometry. Looks like little spacers. I'm assuming for like the toe out and stuff like that, kick up. I'm not sure what this piece is. Not sure at all what that is. Looks like maybe the steering rack. They do make aluminum versions for all these parts. I am gonna see what I have. I have some stuff left over from the LD2, some brass aluminum parts. This looks like the other hinge pin brace. as well. We've got new spindle, so these again have been revised, bigger bearings, a little bit more durability. They did revise the axles as well, so that has been updated for more durability. One area, you know, they could definitely break things in the past. Looks like some inserts, servo horn, some washers, front top brace. I don't believe the front top brace has been adjusted, or the hinge pin components, not totally sure. This is the bottom plastic mount that goes onto the front with the kick up installed, and then some turnbuckles. They've again been modified. I think they're 5.5mm ball studs now, so they are a little bit beefier, as you can see, sort of a, you know, more standard size for what a lot of other companies are going with. Silicone fluid for your diffs, 12K, looks like 400 CST and 550 CST for the shocks, a little bit of thread lock, a little bit of lithium grease there, same for your differential. And these are going to be all the shock components. So molded pistons, they do have the red O-rings. I'm probably going to run X rings. Just, I believe they seal a little better, a little bit smoother. Shock caps have been revised as well. They are now the one-piece composite shock caps that they first introduced, I believe, on this Storm ST2. But yeah, molded pistons. Wish they were machined, but you know, we'll see how that goes. Not usually too bad of shocks, in my opinion. This one comes with the gear differential. The dirt comes with the ball differential, and the mod also comes with gears. Looks like some spacers here, probably the front or the top half of the transmission case, ESC tray. Looks like all the S2 parts. So you get a little like turnbuckle wrench. Shock towers are now 4mm made out of this like S2 fiberglass type of material. Brand new wing. So they did modify that. I was a big fan of the old wing, but this is a new, what they call like the Trident wing. A little bit different style. Feels very lightweight. Velcro for your body. Wheel nuts look like they're steel. These are going to be the rear hubs, I believe. So again, I think these have been modified. Rear wishbones or A-arms, again, they have been modified. They are a little bit different, I think, on the dirt with different length axles. Here are inserts, I think, for the rear hubs. We've got step 34, not sure what these are. Mostly screws, it looks like. Bunch of screws. And yeah, not really sure what that is. Sorry. More inserts and spacers for the rear end, I imagined. And then we've got the rear, I believe they're universals in the rear, and the dirt comes with CVAs. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Again, another upper plate for the transmission. I think these are going to be optional parts in case you're running layback. This should come with the lay-down transmission, which moves things forward, antenna tube, additional screws to finish off your car. So yeah, that's a quick look at what comes in the Schumacher LD3. Next thing we got to do is put this thing together and build it. Okay, we got the build complete. Just want to talk about real quick. First off, the stuff I'm actually running. Savox 1267 SG full-size steel gear servo. Works really well for 10 scale racing. My Sandwall receiver, I don't even know what it is. It's like this old school one. They don't make anymore. Pretty big, pretty hefty. MRT transponder, Hobby Wing stock spec XR10 ESC. Took off the fan because I don't really need that for stock spec. 17.5 Gen 6 Redline battery, of course, 6,000 milliamp hours. Little Tornado motor fan here, and then Team Power's Actinium V5 17.5 turn motor. I am running some option parts, so I am running the Wits Racing ceramic bearings. Definitely worth picking these up. I did pay for these myself, just using the same coupon code everyone else uses, so definitely worth doing, as you can see. Also running some brass parts, so I did my best to approximate the Mikhail Orlowski Florida Carpet Nats championship setup. I don't have everything. There's some few things here that are highlighted that I don't have, but you know, I tried to do the best I could to replicate that setup. brass ESC tray. I'm just using the one from the LD2. Looks like you can't actually get all the way forward. I don't know if I have to trim a little bit of these posts or something like that. So I'm running the second to forward most, but I just did reuse that part. Brass hinge pin brace again from the LD2. Then running the rear sway bar there in the back. And I am running the lockout, of course, with the stock Spec. It does have the nice carbon fiber chassis, so this thing is underweight, even with the full-size LiPo, fairly heavy electronics. I'm still about, I think 35 grams underweight, so I probably will go to the aluminum chassis. I do tend to like the aluminum chassis a little bit better on carpet, even for this, stock Spec racing. But other than that, a couple things to note. You will need a 1.5 millimeter drill bit to drill out the bleeder holes on the shocks. So they do have two positions on either side, whatever that you want to use the bleeder hole on. So you got to drill out the side that you want to use. A little bit annoying, but that is kind of a standard Schumacher thing. And then the gear differential. Yeah, there was a little bit of a tight spot on the gear itself. I think that's where the mold piece was, where it's attached to the spruce. So there's a little bit of a notchy point within the diff. Not a big deal. I think that will run in. But the main thing is when I put together the gear, yeah, I did find that I needed to remove a shim on the inside of this, the crown gear, I guess you would call it. It was super notchy, as they recommend out of the box. So I would recommend removing one or even two shims. I have actually run this buggy, so after a few packs it did break in, so I did put the shim back. But yeah, out of the box it was really, really notchy. Did not really, work very well at all. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Got my little mic here tied up. But yeah, there's the body, lightweight body. So altogether, yeah, it is underweight, so you could definitely add some weight no matter what you're running electronics-wise, or even extra aluminum and brass stuff. I think you'll still be underweight. Definitely have some options on how to set this up. So anyways, next video we'll be running it at the track. I have actually ran it, and we'll have some running footage of that. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit the like, share, subscribe buttons. Look for more videos soon. Thanks for watching.